महबूब दे देखने कारण
All right, it's time to call out some people about to keep it real and pack the steel. By the way, welcome to the video. I am the Ghost of 8. Happy you're here. If you like this video, which I'm sure you're definitely going to, make sure to hit that like button, and you must subscribe. Otherwise, you're just telling yourself subconsciously, I make horrible decisions and I'm a loser. And we got to call some people out here, man. We got to keep it real and pack that steel in this video because shit's ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, man.
I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous.
We got people out here propagating under false pretenses that they're a Call of Duty, you know, against the Activision, whatever, conglomerate. They are Call of Duty athletes. They are against all this nonsense going on. And when push comes to shove and the chips are down, what do we have? A bunch of fake-ass mother streaming the game who out here try to act like they're alpha males and a part of us, the people, the Call of Duty athletes, against this massive corporation, a bunch of beta male corporate SJW wieners. Right? But no, they're fake. I mean, what is it going to take before we get into roasting these knobs? What's it going to take? Literally, okay, since this game was launched, worst game ever. They lied to us out the gate. It's going to be the most supported Call of Duty ever. Fake news, false. It is the least supported Call of Duty ever when it comes to multiplayer. We have had no maps, the least amount of maps, least amount of content, all behind a paywall, battle pass, nonsense. Mostly, what they mean by the most supported, I guess they weren't lying, because that's all there is dumbass bundles. Then they took down all the servers and whatnot for the game. Well, that's actually a little bit ahead here. That was just a few weeks ago. Before that, we have all these issues in the game. Literally told us to get lost. They're not listening to any of the complaints that we have as a consumer, and nothing's ever been fixed or changed in the game. The servers lag, they don't work properly. Then we also get to the fact that, oh, I don't know, they took down servers of old games that people would like to play on, the IM4 and all that. Apparently, a lot of you are very upset by it, and I personally didn't play it, and, you know, that's fine. But, you know, regardless of all that, like, you could overlook that, be like, okay, it's just Activision being Activision, whatever. But then we get to, like, a cultural phenomenon, an actual line in the sand, man, that was crossed, and that is with Nick Merckx being canceled by the SJW liberal ridiculousness, wokeism mind virus, because he made an innocuous tweet like, hey, we would just leave the kids alone. And then everyone tries to twist it around to fit their narrative when that's all he said. He says, I'm a parent, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. I don't want that schools and whatnot telling my kids about that. That's up for me as a parent to do that. Nothing wrong with that. If you disagree, that's fine, but it doesn't mean he's wrong. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you have different viewpoints on how what happens in the education system. Ridiculous. Canceled him. Then we also have Tim the Tap Man, who took long enough to finally get to the point of being a man, and he took down his, you know, bundle from the store. And, you know, a lot of us stood by Nick Merckx and Tim the Tap Man and these alpha males like ourselves in the Call of Duty community making a stand against these corporations. But all these other people out here who talk about, like, yeah, you know, I'm forget Activision. I stand against this SJW nonsense. Yeah, boycott Activision. Like, people boycotted Bud Light for even less problematic situation. You know, we still see a lot of these people out here propagating under false pretense as fake. First of all, the first guy I want to talk about, Mudershow. Fullest shit guy I've ever seen in my life. First of all, I don't know if you guys know, back in the day, he was copyright striking people who were making videos negative about him in the past. That dude is a mark-ass fake as out here talking about, oh man, I'm out here raw and uncut against the Call of Duty community. I hate this gay, I hate this community. Always out here trying to act like as if he's, you know, against these corporations. And when this kind of crazy stuff happens, you know what? He's out here live streaming right now. Nonsense. It's Hapa. You probably don't know who this guy is. He's not really well known. He's friends with Bad Boy Beeman. I don't know what the hell he's doing streaming. He's actually a pretty smart guy, even though it looks like a redneck idiot. I don't know what he's doing out here. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know why he's streaming the game. The game's horrible. You don't need to do this. Play something else. You only got 37 people watching. No one cares about what game you're streaming. That's not exactly a lot of people. Do something else. That's some beta male activity. Of course, we have FaZe Swagg. Who else would expect to be a fake fucker? No less than FaZe Swagg out here, who's supposed to be friends with Nick Merckx. Like, even worse, like, this guy here doesn't know Nick Merckx, doesn't know anything, but it's bigger than that. We're fighting a cultural war here, and we must stand together against it. That's the point. Like, all their stuff before, with the video game being shitty, and all these problems, and taking down servers, and a corporation being a corporation, now we're in a cultural war situation where we have to take a stand. You gotta have some kind of ethos, some kind of credibility, some kind of character. You gotta have something about you that doesn't just get pushed around because, oh, you gotta stream the Call of Duty, oh, whatever. Like, no, you gotta make a stand some point. You got to stand for something, man. But these guys stand for dollar bills, even though they're already super rich. Like, this dude's already making a ton of money. He's already a multimillionaire. He was a multimillionaire when he was like 20-something years old. Of course, you got the mouth open thumbnail, taking the BBC BC or the BWC because he's on Epstein Island, sold out to Activision with Bobby Kotick flying there back and forth on multiple times, as it said in the journal of Jeffrey Epstein before he got suicided in the freaking cell. But yeah, this guy's playing Call of Duty Warzone, live streaming it today. Fake. You're actually supposed to be friends with Nick Merckx. Beta male. Enemy of the true alpha male Call of Duty athletes. Then you go to Warzone map here. You got who? Huskers. Of course, known hacker, cheater, streaming Call of Duty. All these guys. Everyone, all these people. I don't know who's trying to destroy. Paranga, Slater, and whatever this guy is. Sifty. Of course, Rep Polzel. This guy's a known hacker. Look at all these guys. Every single one of them looks like a big... Look at this guy. Look at this dude. This dude is just a sitting visual version of diabetes. Shifty, this twat, this guy, who's this guy? Look at these dudes. Have you ever seen a guy with biceps like this busting out? The only guy I know who's alpha, who plays Call of Duty, who keeps it real, FaZe Sensor. I mean, look at this pencil neck geek, Joewo. Look at all these. Look at this slut streamer with her titties hanging out. Look at all these nerds. Every single one of these people should be to put on blast. There's more people because it's Sunday evening and a lot of people aren't playing Call of Duty, but anybody who has been playing Call of Duty Modern Warzone, who's sitting here supporting this franchise still until an apology is done, until Nick Merckx has been righted, until all these issues and all this social virtue and nonsense has been put to bed, we will not play Call of Duty. Have some damn character. Have something a little more inside of you. You don't need to play this stupid game. It's not fun. Do something else. Nobody cares about you watching this game. It's not a popular game. You don't need to play it to get money. You don't need to play it to get views. You don't need to play it to get subscribers. You can do something else. You don't need fake ass people like this dude here. Mudershow. Bitch ass him. All these people, bro. They can all suck dude. FaZe Swagg. All these man. They can all suck a fat and eat shit. I'm the Ghost of 8. Thank you very much for watching the video. All y'all right here can eat it, man. Seriously. Wow. Look at this. Who else we got here? Tim the Tap Man. He didn't play it. At least I'll say this. At least, you know what? I got big respect. I made a lot of jokes about Dr. Disrespect, the two-timer. Dude, that guy, heard a great joke, is more faithful to Nick Merckx than he was to his wife. Respect, at least, that he stood by and didn't take this nonsense and was like, I'm not playing this game ever again. I hope he stands by his word. I'm not playing Call of Duty anymore. I'm going to make fun of the franchise. I'm going to make fun of all these Call of Duty nerds, and I don't even need to play the game to do that. I don't need to. I can make a review about the game. So, anyways, I was fired up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And last but not least, and most important, stay black, question authority, and let these reptilian shape-shifting sons of bitches, fake-ass motherfuckers bring you down. Peace.
We'll be right back.